The sweet sound of sports you love from Sling. The collide of football pads. The squeak of shoes on a basketball court. The crack of the bat on a home run. The slice of skates cutting across the ice. But what about this one? That's the sound of all the sports you love, all at once. Starting at $40 a month. Experience it all live with Sling.
Five Below means hot stuff, cool prices, and the best kind of fun anywhere. The trends you see all over your feed can be yours for way less than the rest. Like can't keep in stock candy and snacks, brand name beauty, the latest tech, room decor, and lots more. Plus, get extreme value finds you just have to see to believe in our 5 Beyond shop. Yep, you could say we're kind of a big deal here. Shop over 1,600 stores nationwide and 5below.com.
Welcome to Michigan in Focus, powered by thecentersquare.com. This episode features a piece by the Center Square's Tiras Boudreau, headlined, quote, Michigan Secretary of State Roundtable strategizes how to woo young voters to the polls, end quote. Here's the story. In an effort to boost voter turnout, the state of Michigan plans to bring politics to schools, workplaces, and social media. Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson played host to a roundtable earlier this week to discuss solutions to voter turnout gaps among young Michiganders. Compared to the rest of the nation, Michigan boasted a higher turnout of voters aged 18 to 29 in the 2022 midterm election. Yet nearly 60% of active registered voters in that age group did not cast a ballot in 2022, according to Michigan Department of State data and national surveys on youth voter turnout. Benson said, quote, in 2022, Michigan led the nation in youth voter turnout. And what this new report makes clear is we've still got work to do. There are still too many young people in Michigan whose voices are not being heard at the ballot box. In 2024, we will work with nonpartisan partners across the state to give every eligible young voter, no matter who they vote, for the tools and information they need to fully participate in the upcoming elections, end quote. The meeting also addressed the disparity in voting between young voters with college experience versus without. A national poll found that while nearly 90% of young people who vote have some college experience, 40% of youth in the U.S. have not attended college according to 2021 census data, making non-college attending youth an underrepresented group. The group discussed strategies to improve turnout of young voters for the upcoming elections, including targeting communications on social media platforms that young people use, distributing nonpartisan voter education information in workplaces, promoting early voting and absentee voting, engaging youth organizations to share nonpartisan voting information, and partnering with young leaders, trusted influencers, sports teams, and entertainers to engage young voters. The Detroit meeting featured representatives from multiple organizations, including the Michigan Department of State Collegiate Student Advisory Task Force, NAACP Detroit, League of Women Voters, and APIA Vote. Listeners can keep up with this story and more at thecentersquare.com. This podcast was made with the assistance of AI technology. Please subscribe and thanks for listening.
Across America, BP supports more than 300,000 jobs to keep our energy flowing. Jobs like updating turbines at one of our Indiana wind farms and producing more oil and gas with fewer operational emissions in the Gulf of Mexico. It's and, not or. See what doing both means for energy nationwide at bp.com/investing in America.
We all have our own behind-the-wheel persona. Are you a windows down, sing-along to your favorite song, seat lean back kind of driver? Or perhaps an AC blasting, podcast on, hugging the wheel kind of driver? However you move through life, Atlantic Union Bank is on board because we agree things should be done your way, especially banking. Work with someone you trust who's there when you need them for all the ways you bank. Call, schedule a video appointment, or make a pit stop at an Atlantic Union Bank branch to learn more. Atlantic Union Bank, any way you bank.
Every day, thousands of Comcast engineers and technologists like Oluseyi put people at the heart of everything they create.
Some of my favorite moments throughout my life are watching sports with my dad. Now I work at Comcast as part of the team that created our AI highlight technology, which uses AI to detect the major plays in a sports game.
And now, millions of sports fans will never miss a moment. Visit ComcastCorporation.com to learn more.